Yeah, because ultimately what you've done is you've put all these services in the school and you've taken the parental process out. Now it's the school deciding when the student, maybe they are getting parental permission to send the student to the dentist, but it's still the school making the decision that the student needs to go. And who's to say that at some point, because they're already doing this out in California and some of the other, heavily blue states, that if you don't agree to send your child to those services, then they report you to DHS and they take your kid from you. You put the community school together and you put all these services there in the knowledge that parents are going to take advantage of it. Changes to the mission of the school are being changed as the policies from the federal government come down. And so they may do it for one reason, thinking we're going to help kids. And then the next thing you know, it's out of control and the school is now running the child's life and the parent has no say-so in it. They say that they've removed permissions only from students with IEPs, but that's not what the policy says. The policy is removing permissions for all children, not just the ones with disabilities. And so we are headed off the cliff with this unless and until people start paying attention to what's coming from the federal level and what they're going to do with it downstream.
Well, and that's why I pulled this in. So this was for the 4 pillars of America's education takeover from the Obama administration. Remember, he had race to the top. We'll give you money to do these things. Mm-hmm. And the big one right here, the state longitudinal database. Look at this data sharing that's going on. This comes from the local school district to the State Department of Education, to the National Center for Educational Statistics, to the Institute of Educational Sciences, and then a whole bunch of other government organizations. I went through Food and Nutrition, Department of Corrections, Census, Complete College America, Administration for Children and Families, all of these things. So when you have a community school and you've said you were only going to get permission once because it's just too hard to do that, look at all of where this mental health data is going.
Who was speaking? Was it Pemberton, you said?
Pemberton.
Okay. He basically said this is for the stakeholders. When you look at stakeholder in this situation, these are the stakeholders right here on this screen. These are the people with a vested interest, not the parent's interest, not the child's interest. That's this whole new thing where you got stakeholder capitalism and all this stuff, and you remove your sovereignty from all these businesses, but they have a vested interest from these types of entities.